intensity. And the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49ers. Touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Fournette running out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He stiff arms him. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. I think he might be off to the races.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Third and 2, Herbert. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. That's out to his running back, Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Khalil Mack.
A loss of 8 yards.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and long, it's Darnold. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And here we go on 4th. Darnold looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Armstead brought him down. A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Buccaneer first down.
Darnold now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He's got Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Leonard Fournette there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Curtis Samuel. 72 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Niners 21. Buccaneers 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. And this.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Yard line.
They run with Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Matt Breida.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
At the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd and a couple. Darnold. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Darnold on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Darnold completes it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Darnold on 3rd down. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. 1 for the safe. Boy, tennis, make the left. I'm a front to the right into the
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're ready. Ready. Check. Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
57 to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. 57. Mike.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Eluding. Darnold, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
For the extra point.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, here's Fournette. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they believe they can defend here on third down.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A gain of 30.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Tampa Bay.
50 seconds to mine. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
9-yard line.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9.
Come on, D. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing again is Darnold. Incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard taking it in. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a first and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And here a juke. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Safety's creeping. 25, check 25.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now it's Darnold. And a catch right side by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number
Mike Evans, 64 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
But just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Darnold
26 yards.
airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
1st and 10.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Fournette, a first down carry. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On the carry.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Going up top for Miller. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Leonard Fournette fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first and 10, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
24 is the mark. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 24 is the mark.
On second and 10, Darnold. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Again, Darnold. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Darnold.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me.
And now look at him go. The 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start